This video is going to be a tutorial on how to make a beat for another album that has not come out yet. I think I've done like 3 different Certified Lover Boy tutorials. I just did the Donda tutorial and the album didn't even drop, so definitely been doing a few more of those as well. But yeah, today I'm going to be doing a beat for Travis Scott's Utopia. He's released like a few snippets. I know at Rolling Loud he actually performed a few of the songs there as well. I'm just going to try to create a beat that I would make if I was to produce for that album and that I think would fit well with, Travis Scott's sound and all that good stuff. And I will tell you guys some tips and tricks along the way. If you could, leave a thumbs up and subscribe, that would be dope. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so to get started with this beat, I've got my BPM set to 154. I would say probably between like 130 and 160 is pretty solid BPM for these kinds of beats. Now in terms of sounds, you want to make sure that you're using very dark sounds. So if it sounds dark or spacey, then that's probably a sound you can use, as Travis Scott's beats are dark and spacey, so it makes sense. To get started, I just have this dark felt piano. Kind of want it to almost sound sampled in a way, and so an easy way to do that is to just build some chords and then kind of just move things around like this. Okay. The next thing I wanted to do was just taking the keys that I just played with, and I'm just gonna go in and reverse those. So I just go here, Alt A, Y, to reverse it. Then click reverse, and I'm just gonna have this playing in parts. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to actually add is a dark guitar sound. Guitars are also a good sound to use for Travis Scott type beats. And so right here I have this dark desert guitar open in Omnisphere, and this is pretty perfect for that. So all I'm going to do here though is just lay this over the keys. So I'm going to use the exact same notes. Perfect. Nice, dark, kind of ambient vibe. That also sounds like it's sort of from space. So I've got this ARP Classic. It really doesn't sound like an ARP though. Sounds more like a synth. Copy over these notes right here, paste them over here, and then turn these into chords. So this is a little layering trick. You might have to take out a few notes, but it's a little something you can do. Alright, so cool and dark, and I think I'll figure out how to fit that into the beat. Thinking chorus though. Alright, so next step I added this bass, and this is just the Growler Moog bass within Omnisphere, and all I did was I just followed the root notes right here, and then rather than having them extend fully right here, I think it kind of gives it a cool effect if it pauses towards the end. So let me just show you how it sounds. Alright, so now onto the drums, and of course we are going to be using my drum kit, the only drum kit, because it is the only drum kit that you guys need. You can use it for any type of beats, and yeah, I used it in my last video for the Kanye beats. I used it in my Drake type beat video, Polo G, etc. Tyler the Creator, so you can really use it for any type of beat, so definitely check that out. Free version as well in the description, and if you sign up on the website, or my website, I don't know why I said the websites, it's my website. Sign up on my website, you can get a very good discount just right off the bat, so definitely check that out. Shit, I thought I did that perfectly. Basically what I just did right here, in case you guys are wondering, I'm using like 2 hi-hats, and they're actually the same hi-hats, and I just wanted to kind of layer it as I can kind of control the bounce a little bit more by doing that. So alright, so that sounds super hard in my opinion. And one thing that you might have noticed on this, which, you know, some people say you're not supposed to do this, but I'm just gonna do it because I think it sounds pretty dope for this beat, is you're typically not gonna want your 808 or your kick hitting on the same spot as your snare would be in like most like trap beats and things like that. But I think it sounds cool, and it's hitting right here where the snare clap's hitting, and then right here again. But if we just listen to it again, it's like a crazy bounce, super unique. And I definitely feel like this would be something Travis would be interested in using because he's, you know, an innovator, not really a follower. Right, so for the kick, all I did was I just copied over the same notes from the 808, and I just took it out in a few different spots. Where there's like the rolls at the end, I wanted to add the kick as it just kind of makes your 808 stronger, and so it, you know, sticks out in the mix a bit more, even though I have to still go in and mix it to make the 808s hit a little bit harder. But here's what that sounds like with the kick. Alright, so I have laid the beat out now. A few things to mention before I play it is, for like the kind of like pre-chorus intro, this is where I added back the reverse keys. I just think it sounds really cool with the bass. And then I just added a little bit of the drums in to kind of, I don't know, create the mood here. So I just added the hi-hats and then the clap. And then there's like this little transition sound, which just kind of makes the drop sound a little bit bigger. For the first half, it's just the dark keys and guitar, and then I bring in the string sound, as I think it just kind of adds like a cool effect to the chorus. And then after the chorus plays, all I did was I took the reverse keys, and then I also got the same reverse keys, went to here, go to make unique, and that creates like a new sample. And then I just went and pitched it up and then turned down the volume a little bit. So this just sounds a little bit bigger than it did right here. And it's like a nice transition into the verse. I'm just going to play this beat, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I got a song dropping soon. If you watched my Kanye West tutorial, which was my last video related to that, but I kind of turned that into like a full song. So be on the lookout for that. That'll probably drop, you know, maybe at the end of the week, but maybe it won't. So, you know, just subscribe so you can find out when that happens. But thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Go buy my drum kit. Peace. It's super dope. Go buy my drum kit. Go buy my drum kit.